Okay, this is going to be practice test 3, part 3. These might be some of the more challenging questions. All right, slope. So remember, if you make positive slope and negative slope, okay? All right. Now, how could you make how can you make the word negative? Well, the only way you make the word negative is if you have a line like that. So that's how you can remember. So when I look at this right here, this is negative slope. So this is gone. This is gone. It's got to be a negative slope question. Okay. As a reminder, the way you find the slope questions, okay, is the up and down spaces, the left and the right and left spaces, all right? Now, this is not at an axis point, so I'm going to use this point right here, okay, and then this point right here. So that's 1, 2 spaces, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Okay, so if I divide 2 divided by 5 in Desmos, all right, I get still 2/5, okay? That's negative 2/5. If you ever wanted to see that, if I just went down 2 to the right 5, did I hit that? Yeah, that's another way of doing it. Okay, 41. Okay, in order to find the slope, it needs to be in y equals, so I want to divide everything by 3. So that's y equals, all right, 4 divided by 3 is 4/3 with an x. 5 divided by 3 is plus 5/3. The slope is this number right here, so that's letter D. 42 should be next. Okay, so these questions here, okay, what I would do, okay, instead of using x, or a, use x. So 3x plus 7, 2x minus 8. Okay, you get that. And so you want to see which one, whoops. All right, I'm going to hit home, okay. All right, I want to type these other ones in, and I want to see which one matches up. So 6x squared plus 10x minus 56. Okay, that doesn't end up being the same thing. So let's move this to a minus, and now that changed color. So that's going to end up being my answer. This other one, 5a minus 1, or 5x minus 1, all right? Clearly not the same thing. And then this one, all right, if I type this one in, 6x squared plus 38x minus 56. You see I get 2 different shapes, okay? All right, which one's equivalent? Once again, I would type this in. You could distribute it, there's nothing wrong with that, but I would just type this into the calculator. This is what I get, okay? I put this first one, x plus 5. Clearly that's not it, okay? All right, so let's go to these other examples, all right? All right, this next one is 2x to the 4th. That's how you do an exponent, 4. Do that right, 2x exponent 4, okay, over minus 6x exponent 3 plus 10x squared. As you can see, it replaces that. That's how you go. So that could be a level 1 question for you. Hopefully you can move that to level 1. It says show the relationship between the corresponding x and y values. Add 3 to the x values. So if I go from negative 6, negative 6 plus 3 is that. But if I do negative 3 plus 3, I don't get that. So it can't be that. Subtract 3 from the x values. All right, well, negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9, so it can't be that one. Divide the x by 3 and then add 1. All right, let's check that out. All right, negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2, and then add 1. Okay, that's negative 1. That's not right. Okay, so I want to divide the x and subtract 1. All right, that works for that one, and then let's try the second one. Negative 3 divided by 3, subtracting 1, that's negative 2, okay? 3 divided by 3, subtracting 1, 0. So this is it, letter D. 45 should be next. Okay, all right, we've done this one before. The big thing, less than, is minus, but you have to flip the order. So the 1/2 number goes this, it's minus with the 4 here, that is B. Okay, all right, some of you might be able to move that to a level 1. All right, says Mike can spend no more than $24. So a couple things. We're trying to save, earn, make. Okay? We're putting the variables greater than or equal to the money. Okay? If we're trying to only spend, okay, or budget, okay, we want the variables less than or equal to our money. Okay? All right. Now you got to look at what this is. It says $6 for pecans. Pecans is the X. $8 for cashews. Okay. So what I want to do is it says he wants to spend. So I'm going to do the less than one. Okay. So I got 6X plus 8Y less than or equal to 24. Okay. All right. 3 and 4 is shaded with that thing down. All right, so 3 and 4, that'd be letter D. Okay? All right, we've done a few of those this time. What's equivalent to this? So first of all, what I would do is I would put in the numbers. Okay? Don't put in the exponents, just put in those coefficients, just like what they have there. And that tells me 6. So that's automatically no good. Okay, this exponent for A is 1. I'm adding these. Okay? So that's going to be A3. And if I add these B, it's B8. Okay? So this is the one that's the best example, 47. Okay? All right, 48's next. All right, I'm going to write this down again. Okay? All right? Because it's hard to see. We're on question 48. This is x5, y2, z8 over x, y to the -3. Now, what I want to do is I want to multiply those first. So that's x5, y2, z8 over x -3, y -3, because 1 times -3. Then I want to subtract these. So you got to be careful. 5 minus -3 would be x to the 8th power. 2 minus -3 is y to the 5th power. And then that's going to be z8. Okay? So the best answer for that is letter D. Okay? Next question should be question 49. Okay? All right, so these transformation ones. So as a reminder, slope is times, and if it's less than 1, it's less steep. If it's greater than 1, it's steeper. Okay? Now, if the y-intercept is positive, that means up or more. If the y-intercept is negative, that means down or less. Okay? Now, this is really hard to see. You can probably see it better on your practice test. Okay? But what you would do, okay, all right, I got y equals, count your spaces, okay, that's going to be 4 spaces up and 2 spaces to the right. So when I do, oops, okay, 4 divided by 2 would be 2, so y equals 2x. That crosses at 4. So what I got is 2 times or steeper. Because that's positive, that's going to be 4 up or 4 more. So we're going to try to find those key words in our problem. Okay? All right? So it's twice, and the y-intercept is 4 more. That's the way that would work. Okay? Next question is question 50. Okay? This is the one where they give you that. So this would mean steeper or 6 times. This would be 1 down or 1 less. So let's take a look at our words. All right, shifted down. That's what we want, and we want steeper. Okay, so those would be the 2 we would select. Okay, so those are the last questions in section 3.